I'm here today with Don from Lobwein. Don, mate, I appreciate you letting me come into your shed, and this is Lobwein Central.
That's it.
This is where all the magic happens,
Yep.
mate.
Yep.
I just wanted to catch up with you. How old are you now, Don?
I'm 83-year-old now.
You're 83.
Yep.
You're still looking pretty fit, mate.
Oh, still wearing pretty well.
Still doing all right.
Yep.
Be a bad day if you woke up dead, mate.
Oh, it would be. Yep.
Yep. So, anyways, your lures are pretty popular at the Lure Expo every
Yep,
year.
yep.
People love them.
Yep.
You're not charging $1 million for them.
Right.
And I just want to have a catch up. I want to learn a little bit about Lobby Lures
Yep.
and you and some of your history. So, mate, when did you get into lure making?
Well, I started 30 odd years ago, 30 plus years. My son and I, the youngest son, we bought a little punt. We had started going to Glen Lyon Dam, and we were bait fishermen first, but then we bought a couple of lures up there, and that started me. So I kept losing lures and buying up Penderfield darts and stingers, and you lose them, and so it cost me a lot of money. So that's what sort of gave me the idea to start making. I sort of made for a little while, and then I stopped. I started working at a night shift and had a bit of time to get doing it at home here.
Yeah.
But then I got the bug again and started and just kept getting bigger and bigger. So,
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And you've been going non-stop ever since.
well, pretty well here. That's what
Yeah,
my wife tells me that. I spend too much time making these things.
What was the first lure you ever made, mate?
First one I ever made would be
Oh, you still got it?
probably something like that. It'd be. I wouldn't have the same one, that type of thing. But we weren't called Lobby Lures. We called them Mr. Roo. We used to call them.
Right. I'm just going to get that one in there. Similar to that one. Gold eyes and
Yeah, I
good,
was making doll's eyes, but the quality of doll's eyes was terrible that last lot I got. So
Yep.
I've gone on to stick glue on eyes. So
yeah, right. Okay. And obviously, you're a keen angler before.
I was still
and that's what drove you to get into
Yep.
making your lures. Walk me through your process. So a lot of people wouldn't know what's your main material.
I use a lot of white beech. I've got a good supply that I bought a heap from the railway. I was cutting up that stuff and they were going to put in steam engines. So I bought a lot of that. So I had a nice quality of that. I got a lot of red cedar here, but I'm not real happy with it. It's too porous all the time, and you've got to do too much sealing. But
Yeah.
I still make lures with it, but mainly white beech.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. No worries. And do you test your lures?
I test them. I used to test them with neighbour's pool here. They sold out and they got stuff in the pool all the time. So I jumped the fence and did this side. They got a pool there too. So.
You need good neighbours.
And if I'm
mate.
stuck, I can go to my son. But that's that's the amount, and that's a quarter of an hour drive. So.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So you're all tested, and what do you do? All your painting yourself?
I do all the painting myself. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. After I finish carving them, I use Etex and Viratex. Break it down with metho. First coat seal it, then I give it another coat of just straight Etex. Then I hit them with H primer. Then I undercoat them, and then paint them with the paint. Then when they finish that, I give them 2 coats of Etex. So there's a lot of work in it.
So how long does it take then from like start to finish? You've got a piece of white beech.
Yep.
Until you've got a lure ready to tie on.
Well, if I only did one at a time, I used to do a dozen or 2 dozen at a time. But it takes up to 3 weeks
to do a batch.
To do a batch,
Yeah, right.
But I do them more in one day. Do a batch in one day, but I try to do them all in one hit.
Okay. So where do you get your ideas for like new models, or you want to try something different? What inspires you for that?
Well, I've sort of been sticking up. I started off with trying to not a copy of the Tenterfield dart, but that shape, and using their Tenterfield New England pulls, which I like better than Amiga clips.
Yep.
But yeah, I'd start making them, and if I see a design something I like, I have to go at making it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I make all my that's all my patterns.
Oh, right, okay.
So when I make it, and if it works or not, I still make a pattern out of it.
Yeah, right. So you got a whole stack of them. Can I just pick some of those up, and I'll just bring that in close to the camera? Those patterns taking the profile of those. So we've got all those stored, and obviously you can see all the numbers there.
Yeah, they're all named and.
Give that one back to you. Thanks, Don. And what's the most memorable catch on one of your lures?
Oh, one of my lures. I've caught quite a few cod, but nothing real big. Biggest one about 20 odd pound. That's about the biggest. The biggest one was, I say, was 46 pounder. I caught it, but I caught it on a spinnerbait. So, but it was a good fish, 46 pounder. So 105 centimetres.
That's a cracker, mate.
You could eat them too.
Right,
I'm not a catch and release man if I go for feeder fish.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
No.
My old man will be right there with you every day of the week. I'm actually a bit too lazy to take a feed a lot of the time. Had it too good, mate.
Yeah.
So what makes a good lure?
I suppose the maker. You can either make a good one or you can make a mess of it.
Yeah.
Matter of experimenting and keep going. If it works for you, keep doing it.
So you might try something new and then just tweak it just a little
Well,
bit.
if it doesn't work, we'll either give the whole idea away or change a few changes to it. Yeah.
So do you just do a blank with a bib in it, like unpainted, and then go and just see
Well,
how it swims?
I've got to have the hook hangers and hooks on your proper weight. Yeah, try it that way. Yeah.
Yeah, to get the weight right and the action and all that. Yeah.
Make sure the bib. Sometimes the bib doesn't work. You've got different shaped bibs, so yeah. Depending on what depth you want to get them down.
Take a file out with you, just take a little bit off one side of the bib. No.
No. Just change it over.
It's some bloke doing that with a file out on the run. Yeah. So do you sell them like obviously we know you go to the Lure Expo and you sell them commercially anywhere else?
Well, Debbie there at Glen Lyon Dam sells them for me. She's been selling for the last few years for me now.
Yeah.
And there's a lady at Moringa Dam that will shop there. She takes a few off me a time.
Yeah, right.
And I think there's a shop in Gatton. We hope after the expo she's going to take some for me too. So.
Oh, right, Nikki.
Yeah. You know Nikki?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they're great guys.
Yeah.
Good anglers too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They love my lures.
Yeah, and they're always out on Wivenhoe. They get some monster bass out there. Yeah. Do you work with any other lure makers at all? Share ideas?
I've changed a few ideas. Mainly Gil Hopper from Gil Hop Lures.
Yep.
I'm pretty regular. Any ideas? Oh, Jason Nico.
Yep.
Yeah, I've helped him out. I gave him a few gadgets once here and then years ago at the old expo.
Yep.
Yeah, but I don't have much. That's why the expo I can meet all the different lure makers and have a talk to them.
Yeah, it's a good social event as well.
That's what I love about it. Yeah. Selling the lures is part of the business, but meeting other fellas is good. I like that.
Yeah, that's great. And do you do any other shows like markets or anything like that?
No, don't do anything. Not even markets, nothing. No, I don't have time.
Right. So someone that's watching this and they're from Victoria or South Australia or something, they want to get hold of some of your lures, they can give Debbie Garrett, Glen Lyon Dam Tourist.
Yep.
Big plug there for Debbie.
Yep. No, she's good. I like that. No, they've been very encouraging. No, ever since we've been going, they've been very encouraging. Brian, he's a good stick.
Yeah.
He's only too willing to help you tell you. Some of his hips are not always right, but most of the time he's good.
Yeah. Well, he's had a double hip replacement.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, cranky old bugger. So I love him to death. And so, Don, what advice would you give to aspiring young fellas, the up and coming? What's some advice you would give?
Have a go at it. Can only make a mess of it. Have another go. Keep trying. It's a very addictive thing. Once you get into it, you'll be in trouble with your in-laws or mother-in-law or someone anyway.
Wife.
Yeah.
So is there some, like, have you gone halfway through a process and you think, oh wow, it's just too hard? Like, is there any bottlenecks in
no, I keep trying. I've made a couple of fellow wanted a big shark, but he wanted swimming, but he wanted to put on his desk. Anyway, I made that one. They went down to actually in Canberra. One of the politicians in Canberra got it. He wanted, so yeah. But I don't chase them. If they want it done, I'll have to go at it. But, and it turned out good. So
okay. All right. Where do you see the future of lures in Australia? Handmade lures.
The handmade, it won't fail. There's heaps of up and coming young fellas trying. Facebook all the time, there's fellas asking for advice and what to do, what sort of timber and how they do things. So, there's plenty of people. If you're willing to, give them a bit of advice, why not? It doesn't cost anything.
That's right. Great attitude. And if you're going fishing, if you could get one lure in one colour, what's your favourite colour?
Purple.
Purple.
Purple and yellow.
Right,
Yep.
purple and yellow.
Yeah, purple and
combo.
yellow. Yep. Yellow billies.
Yep, yep. And does colour catch anglers first, or does it catch fish?
Yeah. I don't think the colour really matters because fellas can catch them on just plain piece of wood, and others have big fancy things. And I think it's the action, and yeah, I think it's the colour doesn't much to do with it all.
Well, Don, I've got to say thank you for spending a little bit of time with me this afternoon. I know you've got a bit going on, and I'd like to welcome you to the Legends of Lures. So thanks for your time.
Thank you. Good. Yep. That's good. Yep. Very happy.